G'day everyone, Prep Aussie here. I hope you're all well in whatever part of the world you're watching this video. Today is the 22nd of the 12th, 2017, and the time here is 7:29 p.m. Folks, this is going to be a short video, but a very forceful video. Unless you're living under a rock and you haven't heard what's going on in America, well, if you haven't been following the QAnon posts, it's become very serious and they are now in open warfare. But not only that, Trump has now, in my opinion, got the upper hand. And, you know, how does all this affect us here in Australia? This is mainly for Australians, by the way. But in America, if you want to listen to what I've got to say, then please do so, because some of the information may be relevant to you. There's an old saying in Australia, when America sneezes, Australia catches a cold. Well, the next step up from that is obviously if America catches a cold, then Australia's going to get pneumonia. Well, folks, we're heading for our pneumonia session. I would reckon it's the 22nd. I would reckon on the 25th, which is depending on who you believe and what religion you believe, is Christ's birthday. Well, that's the allotted day anyway. What better day or better time for a Christian president to come out and say, this is what I've done, we're doing it for the Republic, blah, 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 blah. Why? Because, why would he pick that day in particular? Well, because essentially they know that everyone's going to be sitting around as a family all around the world, to be honest with you. So that would be the allotted day to break the announcement. Now, just step back a bit, folks. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, must have been about a month ago now, the US government 100% tested the emergency broadcasting system. So that tells you something in itself. They did it a couple of times, if I remember. You know, it was one of those you had to listen very closely, otherwise you would have missed it sort of scenarios. Now, how does this affect us here in Australia then, as I was saying? Well, folks, between now and Christmas, you better make sure that you've got enough food and water and bloody petrol to get you around for the continuing 3 weeks after this goes down, because, folks, there's no two ways about it. If you read the executive order from Trump that he put out today, well, yesterday, the 21st in America's time date, then it's all guns blazing, folks. This is the executive order from the US government website. Now, if you haven't seen this, this came into law at 12:01 a.m. on the 21st of December. And folks, this is one hell of a serious document. If you haven't seen it and you haven't heard about it, get hold of it, read it, because as the old saying goes, the shit is just about to come down the turnpike, or the S-bend, if you want to use an Aussie term. It's bad, folks, and basically what this says is they're going to 100% take all money and possessions of anyone who is accused of doing this abuse of human rights, treason, everything else. It's a serious document, folks. It's bloody serious. If you want to watch BP Earthwatch's take on this, I found his to be the best take on all of this, to be honest with you. He just lays it out in such an easy to understand way, and as a patriot, he he's gone above and beyond, this guy, seriously, because this is a really good way to show exactly what needs to be done. Now, once again, how does that affect us in Australia? Well, at the release of this document, there was no names mentioned. I still can't find out if they've released the names, but it does actually state in this document, it comes up with, it says names of people, blah, 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 and then it says, as per the attached appendix. Well, folks, you don't have to be Einstein to work out that the very minute after they announce Hillary or the Clintons, Obamas, just about half of your elected representatives in America, then, you know, it ain't going to be pretty. But I don't think they're going to release those names until they've got the army ready to go. Now, like I said, once again, you don't have to be Einstein to work this out, folks. It's going to affect the world like a huge Besser block coming out and smashing the Earth out of its orbit. This is what everyone's been waiting for. And now, what everyone's been waiting for is come. Well, now everyone needs to make sure they've got their shit together and you're not left hanging out in the wind, so to speak. So this is serious, folks. It doesn't get much more serious than this. And like I said, find this and read it. And then you'll know 100% what I'm talking about. Folks, there's not much, like I said, this is a very short video. Just to also let you know that the reason I haven't done videos lately is because after the interview I did with Robbo and Tim the other day, I was absolutely 100% hacked, and my line was shut down. It just got ridiculous. Obviously, I touched a nerve about the interview that people didn't want to hear, apparently. So that's all I can say to you. But now I'm up and running again, and I'll be better and stronger, I hope. Look, I want to read this to you today because of everything that's going on. I've heard it the other day and I thought, yeah, that's really relevant. So I'm going to read this. It's Zechariah 1-14. In the 8th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of the Lord unto Zechariah, the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo, the prophet, saying, the Lord hath been sore displeased with your fathers. Therefore say thou unto them, thus said the Lord of hosts, turn ye unto me, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will turn unto you, saith the Lord of hosts. Be ye not as your fathers, unto whom the former prophets have cried, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, turn ye now from your evil ways and from your evil doings. But they did not hear, nor hearken unto me, saith the Lord. Your fathers, where are they? And the prophets, do they live forever? But my words and my statutes, which I commanded my servants the prophets, did they not take hold of your fathers? And they returned and said, like as the Lord of hosts thought to do unto us, according to our ways and according to our doings, so hath he dealt with us. Very enlightening, folks. I'm one of those people that believes things are shown to you for a reason. So, look, as you probably all know, I'm not the biggest religious nut in the world, but I'm starting to become more and more religious because of the fact of everything that's going on. But I would say this to you now, folks, you need to find that little piece of heaven inside of each of us because times are getting tough and you can't do it on your own. So it's time for us to all stand up, really, and stand up for what's right. Anyway, as I said, I'll be making more videos now. Prep out.